Hey Scorpio, let's do this. This is your December 2025 reading. I'm Mystica Venice, and welcome to my channel. I'm going to start by clearing the energy. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, please be here now to assist Scorpio with divine messages for their highest good for December 2025. We welcome you here and thank you for your presence. Please protect this space from all and any negative energies. All right, welcome. Hope you're doing well, and then you had a nice November and Thanksgiving season, and here we are. It's the full moon already, and we're closing out this year. Solstice is coming in quickly on the 21st, and we still have a lot of inner work to do, and a lot of wild dreaming before we get there. So I want to start with a couple of oracle cards and see what kind of themes are coming up for you and what can you expect to be dealing with, thinking about. Beneath the surface, what's really driving you? True motives, breaking free. Oh, that's interesting. What's really driving you? Like, what is it that you really want to do? What is a reason you want to do what you want to do? And like that might help you to like determine some choices and breaking free. Like maybe there is something that you are doing right now that doesn't actually suit you, whether it be work or a relationship or a lifestyle or something like this. Maybe a way that you present yourself to the world. But we'll see when we get to your tarot reading how this ties in. And then you have birth mysteries. What are you being called to create? So yeah, I mean, these two go hand in hand, can go hand in hand because, like you could be like breaking out of this womb period here. This is like a metamorphosis that you're going through, and like you're rebirthing yourself, creating like a new version of you. We spent the whole last year, this year, in the year of the snake, shedding parts of ourselves that don't fit anymore. And so now, like, we've made space for that. And so what we're doing now, this December, is like dreaming into existence to fill this space, whether this be a new career. Am I going to like go back to school? Am I moving? All of these things, to like really shape your life into a place that you're really happy about, like, that you really have the chance right now to reshape your life. And that's what this is all about, which is so that's very exciting. I think we're all pretty excited about it. If you study astrology, I'm not an astrologer, but I do pay attention, and I am very excited. I'm gonna go out tonight and see the full moon. It's got the Pleiades star cluster next to it, which is the Seven Sisters. And go ahead and read the mythology on that. It's fascinating. It's all about finding yourself. I feel like most people relate to the seventh sister in that story. Miracles expect miracles. So go into this wild dreaming, believing that like you deserve this, you can have this, you can do this, and you can make this happen. You can make this a reality. Like, don't worry so much about the how am I going to get there right now. You can start to plan and stuff, but wait till January for that. Spend this month just like dreaming into existence, like what you would imagine like your perfect life to be, and then start taking the active steps you need to towards it after the solstice. Like right now you just need to rest and celebrate, and have space for wild dreaming. And this is a lot about, and I've talked about this month already, but this is actually like how New Year's resolutions came to be, because during this dark period of the year between Halloween and winter solstice, people had a lot more time at home and with their families, and like a lot more time to think, and they're creating things. And that when you create things, it's like brings in a meditation too. And so there's a lot of time to think about what's not working, what is working, and like what do I want to do going forward. And this is sort of the basis of New Year's resolutions. And I feel like the reason why this is because we as a culture have so busied ourselves. I feel like most Western places in the world have so busied ourselves this time of year that we don't actually have a time to do that, to sit and think and really spend time with family. We're so busy preparing for like a 1 day occasion or a 2 day occasion, that we don't actually take the time to slow down. And so then we just rush this like little resolution in the new year, and it's so watered down. Obviously now it's like, but it's a really good time to reshape your life. And as a 9 year going into a 1 year, this is like the catalyst of like, everything you've gone through in the last 10 years, something like that. Okay, that being said, we're going to get into the tarot and see how all of this comes together. All right, Scorpio, December 2025. What do we have for Scorpio? 5 of Swords, 4 of Pentacles reversed, 2 of Swords reversed. Let's build on this a little bit. Ooh. Oh, the Emperor reversed. I feel like it wanted to come out right side up, though. It kind of flipped and put it sideways. What is this about here? Spirit. Oh. The Devil in reverse. Maybe ending of some addictive cycles. The Sun in reverse. We're gonna figure out why all this is here. Anything else? Okay. So, you have the 5 of Swords, and this talks about like knowing when to cut your losses before things get too like brutal, or like there's too much bloodshed, right? As because this is a battle. So before things get really like hot and heated, like it's time to cut your losses on a situation. And it's something that's like been making you feel stuck for some time, or maybe possibly depleting your resources as well. And then you have the 2 of Swords reversed. This is interesting. I feel like it's like she's got like an Emerald City behind her. And she's stuck. Like she can't go on the yellow brick road because her resources are being depleted by this situation. Now, this could be a business. It could be a relationship. It could be work. It could be your living situation, something that's draining your finances. And then the 2 of Swords in reverse is that like you are contemplating a choice. You're sort of at a crossroads, and you've been kind of contemplating this for some time. You sat with this, and it's really like time to like put down the weight of this burden and like free yourself from the mask so that you can have like a clarity of mind. And maybe this is what you're going to be thinking about as you like find what these last things that you need to release from your life this month, and like possibly even today with this full moon, like what things are you releasing this month that no longer serve you. Excuse me. So, why are the 5 of Swords here? What's the 5 of Swords doing here? Spirit. Tell me more about this situation for Scorpio. And the King of Wands reversed. It's like there is a loss of passion in this relationship, and it's also like a very fiery passion. Like there's been tempers have been lost here. Like you've lost your cool, right? Or they have, but it's like a heated situation, and it's gotten like out of control. Anything else on this? What is this situation about here? Why are you seeing 5 swords? It just says you're walking away. You've been waiting to walk away for some time. You know, if you know what this is, go ahead and pop it in the comments and let me know what this is about. If these messages don't resonate for you, don't try and make it fit. But if they do, you know, you'll know because it'll feel like I'm speaking to you. And there's also more than one message here. This is a big collective, so there's, you know, definitely, you know, you can pick and choose through this. But, so this person has been waiting to leave for a long time because of this passion. This passion, it was once passion, and it's turned into, like, ill-tempered, power struggles, anguish, and that's why, like, you're choosing to cut your losses. Anything else here about this 5 of Swords? You're 2 of Wands. Yeah, you're packed and ready to go. You're making plans for the future. You've got the World here, which is like talks about having already planned and having lots of opportunity. You got the Cat here. You know, you're waiting for those ships to come in. You know, I feel like it's you've been waiting for the right time to do this, right? It's like maybe the holidays are not a great time to leave your King of Wands, but you know, you have to. What are your true motives? Breaking free, like, are you doing this for you, or are you doing this for them, this person? And so I do feel like this is a relationship that you're considering leaving here, and there's a good chance that you will, but because the 8 of Cups is reversed, it's like you're just, you know, you're just putting off a spiritual journey that you're ready for. Is that 7? 1, 2, 6, 7. Oh, it's 8. It looks like in this deck, it actually looks like how it should look tonight. There's gonna be a full, like the full moon with the Pleiades, the 7 sisters. Are gonna be right next to the moon. Oh, that's interesting. It could mean the culmination of this is happening right now for you. It's what I'm feeling. So yeah, you're contemplating leaving this person. It could be like a passionate, it could be like, that could be your boss or something, if this is a career where you once got along famously and now, you know, you can't stand each other or something like that. Okay, so 4 of Pentacles. So, and it's been depleting your resources as well and making you feel stuck with the 4 of Pentacles. But you've been like budgeting. It has not been easy to budget and save your pennies because your resources have been depleted. But you're doing what you can here. Page of Pentacles. And you may have started like a new business idea. If this is a work situation, this could be why you're leaving. You've been saving your money to like work on this new project or career idea. And it's something that's going to give you a lot of long-term stability. You know, the pages are like messengers. Like, this is something, it's not quite in the action phase. This is still like in the idea phase. You see how they're holding the pentacle, like really revering the pentacle. That is because it's in the idea phase and developing this idea. And so it's like almost like a dream, but it's a reality. You know, and if you are uh, coming out of a relationship. This could still be that, like, now you have the free time to start this new uh, dream or reliable finance. Like, if this person was draining your money, like, sometimes the King of Wands can be somebody that's like a bit of a partier, you know, they like to have, they're like the host with the most. Um, he actually does look a little smarmy. Let me see here. In this deck. I don't know, maybe he's not supposed to, but he kind of looks a little, he's got a little bit of an attitude there. So, and you've got Karma in reverse, and that is the Judgment card. So it talks about second chances and the scales turning in your favor, the scales of justice turning in your favor. You are going to be like reaping the rewards for having been so thrifty. Like, you know, like you're really making this happen by saving your money. You're able to like start working on this new idea. And it's like your second chance to do this. Maybe this is like a career that you had wanted to start before, or like a hobby, or like you're an artist or something like this. And you didn't get to do it, or you wanted to go to school and you had kids and so you didn't get a chance to go to school, and now you know, you're walking away from this relationship or job, and now you can finally pursue this thing that you've always wanted to do. And that can be really scary, but like, what is really driving you? Like, really, what, you know, what do you have to lose is what I want to say. And I understand, like, when you start new things, it's like, yeah, you have to be really frugal and thrifty, and that makes it difficult. You may be accustomed to a certain way of life, and like, you'll have to, you know, be frugal for a few years. But it does say that this path is leading you to financial stability. So I love that for you. And then what's this decision? I mean, I think we see what this decision is, but is there any other guidance on the Two of Swords? Like, how is Scorpio to come up with the answer? Ooh. You got the Six of Swords in reverse. So, like, you're definitely leaving something behind. Something that has been difficult. You are finally, like, making the choice to leave it behind. And it was in reverse, so it might just be the same. The Eight of Cups was in reverse. It's like you are still really trying to make this decision. You don't make this decision lightly, right? You're really trying to, like, weigh out all the options and, you know, make sure it works for everybody. Carefully planning it. You feel a lot of responsibility for the people around you. Anything else? And that's why you're not making the decision yet. But that's the decision that you're wanting to make. It's like you're wanting to go Six of Swords to calmer shores. You know, you have a lot of options and a lot of choices. Like, maybe there's some people, like, offering you, like, an escape hatch, a way out, like, come be my roommate, or, you know, move here, or do, you know, or, I've got a job for you, that would take you on this path. Like, it's more in line with what you want to do. Like, you get a job from somebody doing something that you're trying to pursue. Something like that, right? So, like, you really want to take this new path. And so, like, it gives you a lot of anxiety. Like, these represent anxiety and choices. Like, anxiety and fears and choices. And so you're worried about making the wrong choice. Or you just, like, really contemplative. And it does, like, tell you to do your research, which, I mean, it appears here that you are, but you may just be extra cautious. I wanted to say overly, but that didn't feel right, so I said extra cautious. And then you have the Emperor sideways, so it's like, it's interesting now that I saw this part, because the Emperor is all about planning, strategy, taking care of their empire, being like a benevolent ruler. Like, even if you are leaving this situation, you want to do it in the right way. If you're leaving your job, you want to make sure you finish all of your projects that you're working on, finish off your paperwork, train whoever they want you to train, maybe even like refer from within the company that they would be, a great fit for your role there. And if it is a relationship, like, you kind of still feel like you need to caretake for this person, that they won't be able to take care of themselves. And so, like, or you want to make sure that the kids are all accounted for, and like, how is this situation going to work? I don't actually see any kid cards here, but it is dealing with possible family relationship. I can't tell if this is a marriage, a boyfriend, but like, it's going to be many different things for many of you here. So take it as it resonates. But here it is. It's like you are planning, strategizing, and Emperor is like top level at this. Like if anybody could handle this situation, this fine, delicate balance of making this smooth transition into the next journey in their life, it is Emperor. And he's got the key of life there. And so you are definitely, researching the plan and trying to figure out which way to go. Anything on the Emperor here? Any guidance? The King of Swords, yeah, like you have strong clarity at this time. Like sometime during the month, you're going to receive like an inspiration, or some knowledge, a piece of information, an insight, a download that is going to like really help you have the mental clarity to make this decision, and feel really good about it. Endings are never good, like never feel great, because it's like so hard to change, and like, we love the people that we're around, but it, like, really, if it's time to change something and you feel like an ending is something is coming to a close, it's like you really want to not delay it too much, because you could end up like looping this if it's like jump rope, right? And like, you've got this chance to start this new thing that you're gonna be really, really happy about, and it appears like you've been waiting for it a long time. Karma, it's like your karmic reward here, karmic justice. And like, if you don't take this chance now, it's not to say that this chance will never come up again, or you'll have another chance or something other chance, but it might just like take a little longer, right? So it's good that you're being thorough, so that you're like, won't be apprehensive about your decision making. Then you have that Devil in reverse, so you are coming out of self-imposed restrictions, like whether this is like negative thoughts, addiction, like drinking too much, or shopping too much, or workaholism, or I get negative thoughts a lot. Like, from this card, like, I feel like it means negative thoughts, but anything that you like have been trying not to do, but then you like do it and you're like, I didn't want to do that, whether it's calling that ex-boyfriend, or anything that you're trying to do less of and you feel you can't. Could be gaming, so tell me more. Knight of Swords reverse, like you're coming out of like a confusing time, and everything was like happening really fast. Why is that? Why is that, Spirit? Got 3 of Wands. Everything was happening really fast, and you were like looking towards or they were, like calmer shores, you know, like it was already in the process of thinking about this. Maybe you were thinking about it, and then, you know, it got caught wind of before you were ready to announce it. Two of Swords, again, you have a decision to make. Like, I feel like this is what this is, honestly. It's like, it was a confusing time. Things were happening really fast. You were planning for the future. And you had a decision to make, but like somebody caught wind of it early. And it kind of is like pushing you into it a little further. Do you even see like how these two people look like the same person here? Interesting. Oh, they're both wands. Yeah, so they have the same. Get a little more here. That is so many. Oh my gosh. It's too many here. So, there is some sort of message. You have a lot of swords. You have the Knight of Swords and the Page of Swords, right? The two swords. Like, there was some information and a message and, like, maybe a heated debate or conversation. And I think that's why, you know, the devil is here in reverse. But, like you've overcome that kind of negative thinking and that kind of argumentativeness, because you have here the Six of Wands, which is success. You already have the Three of Wands, planning for the future, how to get out of this. Six of Wands, success. The Empress, now you're sitting in your nurturing power, because you're like not willing to play like these like quibbly games, these argumentative games, these like maybe even like one-upping each other over like who knows more about something or is smarter about something, or it could be your like political beliefs, or like it could be anything. And so you have the celebration. So you plan for the future. You have the celebration. You are putting these burdens down once and for all. You're making this decision here. Like, you're not messing around. You know, you're making these decisions. You're putting these burdens down. Planning for the future. And then you're really ready to celebrate. You've got the Four of Wands and the Empress. This is like a creative, inspired time. You're celebrating while you watch, you know, the ship sink. You know, like you're jumping out of a burning ship and then you're watching it sink. You know, maybe because of this apprehension to make this decision, that this decision happens. You know, like it comes out. You've been sitting on it, planning it, being careful, like when's the right time, you know, with the holiday season and stuff, when's the right time. Birthdays, you know, Scorpio. Yeah. So then you got the Tower, and towers happen because the foundation was not stable, and then something happens, the fire or the earthquake cracks. And the reason is because, like, you cannot build on a foundation that is crumbling. You can't build something solid in a relationship that is not strong, or a job career that is not strong, you know, with people that you have a hard time working with. You can't build a solid foundation on that, because it's like a little game of Jenga. You know, pieces get pulled, and next thing you know, it's like chaos, right? Absolute chaos. So I see that this is what's happening. You're having a big change, but you like knew this was coming. You saw it coming, so it's not like you're so surprised, but you thought you could maybe like get through to the new year on this without ruffling too many feathers. Yeah, so it does seem like you're going to have time for that contemplation and rebirth after all. This is you after the Tower. It's like your star moment. The star is the card that comes after the Tower. It's like the card of healing. So you have here the Sun in reverse and the Six of Wands. And this is wild because these are such beautiful cards. This Six of Wands is success. Like, these people are cheering you on. You're coming back from the battle and they're like, yes, you did it. You know, woohoo, thank you. You know, like, and throwing laurel leaves at your feet. And in this one is the Sun, and that represents also success with the red and the innocence of the white horse. It's like actually a lot about joy and harmony and happiness and growth with the sunflowers, but it's also largely about success. So they're in the reverse, and it almost feels like, to me like you don't want to celebrate right away. You kind of feel bad about celebrating, but it's like, seems like you got yourself out. It's just some time. And you know, this is like a spectrum, you know, so like as far as the timing, like, yeah, it's about a month, but it could be longer. This is like, it could be 2 months, you know. But it kind of feels like this is happening fast. Why is Scorpio reluctant to celebrate? Why is the Six of Wands reversed here? The Knight of Pentacles. You may have somebody new. Or it may be because you like don't want to show off like what a great job you found, or like how happy you are. Like, you're kind of like, yeah, you're like not posting anything about how great your new place is that you found after you left this person, or you know, new things you're buying because your paycheck is so much bigger. You're not showing it off at all. You're keeping it to yourself, playing it close to the cuff. Wouldn't have it any other way, Scorpio. So you got the Magician, and so like you like have it all right now. You have the ability to change your life effectively into a way that you want. Like, expect miracles. You know, the Magician creates transformation. He creates the change. He is the change, right? And he's got all the things he needs. The earth, air, fire, water with the cup, sword, pentacle, and the wand. And then he's got the momentum, this energy here of like universal life force behind him, in an infinity symbol. And so he is pointing to the sky and the ground, as above, so below. And he is so centered and balanced that like he creates, you know, the life of his dreams. And I think you can too. So he ended up getting the Knight of Pentacles also. Here, there's a few of them. So Knight of Pentacles, King of Pentacles. These could be suitors. They could be different avenues, streams of income, passive income, active income, you know. Queen of Cups, you've like emotionally matured from this. You're feeling like emotionally fulfilled because you left the situation. And you got the Six of Cups in reverse. So it's like telling you to, you know, leave those memories behind. You know, you can be nostalgic, but don't like dwell in this. There were good times while they were there, but those clearly were over with this, you know, arguing and bitterness, and you know, with all of this, you know, bravado and fighting and competing with each other. So yeah, you've really grown from this. You feel very emotionally fulfilled in your new, where you're going. And this could be that you're just, you know what, you're celebrating with your family through the holidays. It's making you feel fulfilled. You know, they are kind of gassing you up, and you're feeling confident and like, you know, I can do this. Yeah, Ten of Cups reversed. Yeah, it's on the way. It's on the way. Like, this is an amazing reading. Like, Ten of Cups is like ultimate emotional fulfillment. So it's saying, like, yeah, you can have what you want this month. You can have it. You know, you can, like, you can make it happen with all of this careful planning. It's like not without work, you know. Not without work, because otherwise, you know, your life, if you don't make this decision, this crossroads, you're going to be feeling like this. You're going to be with a job or a relationship, somebody that feels like this towards you. You know, this mermaid is kind of looking out. She's longing, and the boy or the young man has his arms crossed and is kind of dissociating, not looking at, you know, any of the cups. So it's like, yeah, you know, it's like, do you want this or that? You know, and like, I think that is an easy answer to answer. Gosh, this has been such a good reading, Scorpio. Let me see. Should I pull something else? Let's ask from these cards. Any messages for Scorpio? Any like what blessings, or any other last messages for Scorpio as we close out this reading? What blessings can Scorpio expect? What kind of surprises? That's too many. I'm really gonna flop out of here. Purify your energy. You know, purify yourself from this situation. Like, take time to swim or go to the snow or you know, out in the sun, taking a walk, breathing clean air, rest. You know, because you know why? And also, like, to purify your energy, eat clean food, don't like drink too much, because you're going to be receiving some channeled messages, and these are going to be helping you. Channeled messages are found in the darndest places. You're going to be receiving channeled messages this month. And self-compassion. Have compassion for yourself. Having compassion for yourself is the best way to have more compassion for others as well. So don't think of it as selfish. Like, you have to allow yourself to have flaws, and that's okay. Like, be okay with that. I love that. Speak your truth. All right, Scorpio, that was an excellent reading. If it resonated, please like this video or subscribe to my channel, or both, and I will see you soon. Bye.